Right then, it's been a good week or so, and I haven't done any films because it's been too hot, I'm too sticky, and I don't feel like it when I feel like that. It's grim. So I've got a bit of a backlog of stuff, so I might do this in 2 or 3 videos, but let's start with the real. Well, there's quite a lot of grubby stuff really, so let's put some of these gloves on because it is pretty grubby. Right, now I've got this pole to go through here, or should we start over there? Let's start over here. We start with, I found another screwdriver, perfect screwdriver. This one's a bit tatty. I can't see any marks on it, but it hasn't been really. Oh, someone's had a go at cleaning the top off there, but I can't see any marks in it. Am I in the right place? Yeah. So perfect screwdriver is what it is. Now another one of these like swan neck spanners. I can't find. Often Clyburn, aren't they? I can't find a maker's mark on that, and something's wrong up here. I'm going to have a little play and see if I can get that going, because it's completely jammed in there, next to nothing. A Fisco Uniplast 3-metre rule. I picked it up because it was in really good condition, barely used. So that'll go with the tape measures. Now I shall come back to that. Now, standard sort of King Dick spanner, Carboot car spanner. Never been used by the feel of those edges. Might just come along in a job lot with that. But I got this little sweetie, and it does say King Dick on there. And it's tiny. I think I have 1 or 2 of those, but I really like these little. I really like these little miniature tools. It's very grubby. It does say King Dick. How's that? Is that clear? Yeah, as clear as I can get it. But I got that really just because I like those. Now this is a bit odd. This is from the 70s. It's Japanese. It's got a US and a UK patent. It's by a Japanese company called Turney, I've never heard of. And it's just a kind of like a spanner, adjustable spanner in shiny metal, and I picked it up. That'll clean off. I picked it up because it was odd, and not really very old, but yeah, 70s. Get that one out of the way. Right, bum, 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 bum. It really has been a weird old week. Right, let's get on to this unusual shaped glass cutter. A wooden handle there, and it's got a make on it, and it is made by Ideal. Didn't they used to make kids toys? I don't know if it's the same company, but yeah. So there's glass cutter. I don't know what that is. Is that maybe cutting glass, or is that for sharpening blades? I don't know. Anyone know? But yeah, Ideal. Right. Now, this is for wire fences, isn't it? That looks like a nail puller. And this one is a WRA Forge. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of broken there, but that's okay. I can clean that up. So for lifting nails and wiring, there's all sorts of things going on there. But I haven't got one, so I have now. Quite fun, that. Another old key. It might even be one from the on the buses that conductors use. It might be a bit small for that, but yeah, I like those odd keys, don't I? Now, I've got a collection of spanners as usual. There's a Snail brand, little one. I've got to stop picking these up. I'm just picking them up because I see them. Spear point. Little spear point one there. What else have we got here? These ones, these bike spanners, I like these. And I've got a silly reason for liking them. I like the different shapes. I do have, I I plan to make something with these different shapes. So the more odd the shape, the more I pick them up. There's no, there's nothing to them. There's no makes or anything, but they may be for specific bikes. Like that looks like a specific thing there. But I've got a little plan for them, so I pick those up occasionally. Another flat screwdriver, but this one, screwdriver, what am I talking about? Spanner. This is a Whitworth, and it might, I can't see that, it says England, I think. Looks like it was in a set and the pin's missing from, so the rest of them are missing. This was an odd one. What's this one? Dentend, Enfield. So it might be for, and it says Whelan on there. So it might, and probably a patent number, isn't it? So I don't know what that was specifically for. Maybe a motorbike. I don't know. But unusual thing. Another little hand clamp like this. This one's in good shape and immaculate. Just needs a little bit of an oil bath and a clean up. Somebody gave me that. It was very kind of them. They also gave me this as well. Now this says Geo Younger and Sons Revolver brand ale and stouts, and it's a corkscrew bottle opener and a little knife on there. A nice thing, wasn't it? Look, Revolver brand. Can you see that okay? Interesting. I like these little advertising. They would have been given out at the time, wouldn't they, by the brewery? And I like those kind of things. Right, back to the spanners. That's a BSA. That's a big one. Meaty old thing, that is. Somebody's marked it. But BSA spanner. BSA. Come back to that. Curly Whirly spanner. Now what we got on there? There is a S and a number. So it's an S-shaped spanner maybe. What does that say? Try the other glasses. They might be a bit stronger. That hasn't helped at all. Ranford? Is that the name of a tractor? How's that? Ranford? Yeah. Maybe. Now, that's another interesting thing. I'll come back to that. Actually, what do you think that's for? I thought that was really odd. I thought I've never seen anything like that. I don't think. A little rusty, but that'll clean up fine. We'll come back to that. Another Vono spanner for your old bedsteads. Remember the old creaky bedsteads? I remember them as a kid. This I thought was nice. A pair of tin snips. I don't know if it's branded, but this blocking part has been welded on. I don't know if that's been done since buying it, but I haven't got tin snips that shape, and it's got a good edge on it. A lovely thing. Just liked it. Back into the modern world now. I used to use these a lot. Do we know what that is? Bearing in mind I was once an electrician. If that gives you a clue. It's a bush key. For brass bushes, 20mm, 25mm. For doing the bushes up into conduit, into the couplers in conduit. So you got your electrical box, your conduit is underneath, and you join the conduit to the box with a bush, which you screw in, and then you give that little tweak to tighten it up. So a bush key. What we got there? Another little drop, Bedford. So is that Bedford lorry spanner from a Bedford kit? Quite possibly. This one's unnamed. Now, I think that could be... Is that copper? There's some sort of alloy. There might be some writing in there. Let's have a little go. No, I'm talking out my backside. I can't find anything. Oh, another made in England, really nice Snell brand stamp. which I like those. What's this one? Another snail. Made in England, bigger snail. Snail brand, Snail England. Slightly different style. Now this is an old circlip pliers. And they reminded me of a beak of a bird actually. But yeah, old circlip pliers. Can't find a make on them. I did look it up and I can't remember. But yeah, I hate circlips. Pain in the backside. But yeah, circlip pliers. Another Vono. This odd looking one. J, R and S it says on there. Not a clue. Not a clue where that or what that was used for. It might be fun to find out. Now, I picked up another Stanley knife, but this is a King International, made in England, aluminium by the look of it. I haven't got one of those, so I do now. Now, this is an interesting thing. I like this. You know what this one is? This is made in Norway. There's a US patent on there, and it's a Safeway strap cutter. So you know you get a big pallet of whatever, and you have, I assume, the metal straps around it, not the plastic ones. Well, this is designed to cut those metal straps without leaving a really sharp edge on the actual strap, so when it pings off. So you pop that in there under the strap, cut it, job's a good one. And that they are quite nice. There's still some red paint on there. Never seen them before. Made in Norway. Interesting tool. Nice hook handle there. I wonder if that was to hook on your belt. It hooks quite well. Nice thing. Nice quality thing. Now, should we come back to these? Just for the fun of it. These. Let's sort my glasses out. Did you work out what these were for? These, two different sizes, are for putting rings in pigs' noses. Yeah, yeah, what a lovely thing to do. So I suppose you put the ring in there and it's sitting there, get the poor old pig, squeeze it on, pig done. But aren't they unusual things to see? Yeah. Ring, would it be called a ringing tool, or would it be called a pig ringing tool? I don't know, but that's what it's for. You can't argue with Google when you've got some weird tool like that. But yes, that's what Google says. It's for pigs' noses to put the rings in. I wonder if you could do it on humans. Yeah, you probably could, yeah. So that's what they are. Now, as you might know if you've seen any of my videos, I do like drill bit stands. And I got a new one, Dormer Drills, made in Britain. Now it's round, and I have other ones that are round, but I didn't have this one. And I thought that was lovely. So yeah, there's another one to the collection. That ain't going anywhere. Now, on the table, I also have picked up another tin. This has got some age to it, and it's quite nicely detailed. I haven't got the key, so I'm going to go to Thompson's, I think, to see if they can make me up a key. It would be nice. Timpson's, not Thompson's, isn't it? Timpson's. But inside this one is this little plaque. Now, the plaque says, T.E. Thompson & Co. Engineers. Hardware, merchants and manufacturers, wholesale, retail and general furnishings, ironmongers, number 8 or number 6, no, number 9, Esplanade Row, Calcutta. Can you see that bit there okay? Calcutta. And I thought, well, that's come a long way, isn't it? I thought I'll have that. Oh, and there is writing on the front. I forgot about that. And again, it says T.E. Thompson & Co. Limited, Calcutta. That's what caught my eye when I spotted it. What a lovely old thing. That could tell some stories, couldn't it? But, yeah. So, that's this lot. I'm going to clear this up. And then I'm going to load the table with the next lot of tools and tut. And I'll come back to it on another video, because otherwise I'll be rambling on too long, won't I? So, broken thumbs up. See you on the next one.